Hello everybody, my name is Biffa and we're going to be taking a deep dive into everything new in the brand new and the final free update and DLCs for our much beloved game, City Skylines. We're going to be taking a look at all the free stuff that you can get, also the new mini DLC, hotels and retreats, plus 3 new content creator packs, Brooklyn and Queens, Railroads of Japan, and Industrial Evolution. Oh, so much exciting stuff to look at, so let us dive straight in. So if you just have the very base game and no DLCs at all, I know there are some of you out there that just don't have any DLCs, you will get 6 new industrial vehicles, a new cargo train engine, which we might see turning up any minute now, and also some new trees and new hedge props. Let's take a look at those. Here we go. We have a silver birch, a Norway spruce, and a large shrub, and also a short sparse hedge and a long sparse hedge, although I believe the hedges are only available if you have the Find It mod, but they are available in the asset creator and they are used in some other assets as well. Oh, here we go. Found the new industrial freight train. Let's have a little look around this. That is looking pretty swish, even if I do say so myself. Lovely. So what about those of you that do have some DLCs? Well, if you have the Green Cities DLC, then the first item you'll get is this new advanced coal power plant, which if we just jump down here and compare that to the normal power plant, so this is upkeep of 960 instead of 560. Instead of costing 19,000, it costs 35,000, but the pollution and noise pollution is only 10 instead of 50, but an increased power output instead of 40 has got 56. So yeah, also it's got water 116 meters cubed a week, so a higher water usage. So you've got some balancing to be made there. And there are 2 new biofuel buses, which we're going to see coming around on the screen here. The normal biofuel bus of a capacity of 40, there it goes, thank you very much. And also the articulated biofuel bus, which has a capacity of 75, and there that one goes as well. Now, if you have the Park Life DLC, we have these 3 new buildings here. This first one, the log ride, is for the amusement park, and I love the details on here. We can see these little people going up and around and enjoying the log ride. Absolutely fantastic. Then here we also have the Tarsier house, which is for the zoo. If you know what a Tarsier is, put it in the comments below. I think 2 have escaped right there. No, they're not Tarsiers. Of course they're not. And then we also have the Nature Reserve Museum. I like the look of this house. Nice sort of beam oak house. Very, very attractive. That is with the Park Life DLC. You also have a new park maintenance truck vehicle. Let's just see if we can spot that. Haven't seen one pop out yet, but as you can see by the little menu up here, you've got the normal park maintenance vehicle and the new one as well, which is bright orange in color. We'll come back to it if it decides to head out at any time soon. Now, what if you have the Industries DLC? Well, we have some new roads to look at here. We have a small 4-lane industrial road, which will be absolutely invaluable. I'm loving that one. We have a large industrial road. There's a bridge version of that one there, which I always like. Very nice. We have a large industrial road. So that's 6 lanes in each direction and a bridge version of that. And then we have an industry highway road. So really roughed up concrete looking road with some barriers on the side and a bridge version of that as well. And then across the back here, you might have spotted this in the introduction, is a warehouse with a railway connection. Look at that. People have been crying out for this and we finally got it. I've got that connected up to the outside and that just looks absolutely brilliant. Loving the design of that, and that's going to be fantastic for in the middle of your cities just to get some needed industrial, commercial, whatever goods in and out by train. And if you have Industries DLC and Sunset Harbour, we now have a seafood factory to add to our ever-growing list of factories. So that's going to produce the seafood. Let's have a look on here. We've got the need for fish and plastics and makes the luxury goods, of course, but that's going to put those together and we get fish in a plastic cup. Oh, sounds delicious. But another addition is the ability to store fish inside your warehouses now, which is something that was missing for so long. We had to use mods to get that working. So that is another lovely addition. And I know storing fish stacked up in a warehouse outside in the open, probably not good for the fish, but moving on. And speaking of Sunset Harbour, we have some new roads with trolleybus wires all over them for a very good reason that will become apparent in a moment. We have a 4-lane road with trolleybus wires and trees on board. We love those. 6-lane road with median and trolleybus wires. 6-lane road with grass median and trolleybus wires. And 6-lane road with grass median, trees and trolleybus wires if you just want everything on one massive big road. If you have after dark as well, which of course adds the bicycle lanes, we have 2-lane road with trolleybus bicycle lanes. We have 4-lane road with trolleybus wires and bicycle lanes, and we have 6-lane road with median, trees, trolleybus wires and bicycle lanes. There seems to be a lack of bicycle lanes on this road. Hang on, there we go. That is more like it. Fantastic. Now if we move along a little bit over here, we've got some plaza and pedestrian action, a small road and a large road with trolleybus. Don't look over here, that's spoilers. With trolleybus wires on there in the 3 different flavors, which is lovely. And then moving over here, yes, I'm sure you've seen it. We have all the trolleybuses you have ever wanted in your entire life. There is flipping hundreds of them. I'm going to let this just run and you can watch them go around, and I'm going to tell you now what we have. So as well as the standard trolleybus, we now have articulated trolleybuses with capacities of 50, 55, 65, 75 and 90. Also normal trolleybuses, you know, non-articulated ones with a capacity of 26 and 28, just in case you want to fit 2 more people in. And then a double-decker intercity bus, if you also have Sunset Harbour, with a capacity of 150. I will try and find one of those for you to show you in a moment. So if we have a look in our trolleybus lines here we go. So we've got all of our lines, and you can see now all the different buses. So the standard one was 30, so these ones are slightly smaller. The 26 is that very old looking one that we saw going round. But yeah, lots of different additions now to trolleybuses, which I'm going to be using these in my brand new Vanilla City that's going to be coming up very soon. Spoilers. So if you want to see that, be sure to subscribe to the channel. It is going to be a Vanilla City to finish off our City Skylines career that we've had so far. I should reword that. City Skylines 1 career that we've had so far, seeing really what the game has without any mods at all. So be sure to be subscribed for that. And of course, City Skylines 2 will come out and the career will continue. Now, if you have the Airports DLC, we have 2 items that are very interesting added. These are the large and the small Decorative Airport Apron. Aha, now if we just take a look at this, this is a very interesting item. It can be placed anywhere. It does snap to roads, so you can't place it under roads. This one you can, because there's no zoning on the side. We'll come back to zoning in a moment. But even if it does snap to a road, you can then place it like this. So we can start using these as concrete blocks. Look at that, to fill up space. Absolutely brilliant. I'm wondering whether I could put props on there. I bet I can't. Well, blow me down. I can add props on here on top of it. Oh, man. For somebody who's about to embark into playing a vanilla game for the first time in a very long time, this is fan-flipping-tastic. Oh, by the way, 2 new chirper looks. We've got this one here with the cucumbers and the towel on the head, which is, you know, relaxing at a hotel. And then we've got this one here, a hotel bellhop, I think they'd be called. You know, stand in the lift, press the buttons for you if you're super lazy. Let's switch over to that one. And they carry your luggage. That's probably more what they're known for, isn't it? Excellent. Look at that. What else have we got? Oh, man, there's a couple more things before we get onto the paid content, the hotels, and also the DLCs, the content creator packs. Let's come over here. So, plazas and promenades. These 2 plazas now have variations, which we didn't have before. So, they're going to fit in with the 3 different styles that come with plazas and promenades. So, that is good. And then just over here to the left, we have zoning toggling. So let's take a look at the zoning on these roads. So this one has got zoning both sides, zoning on the right, zoning on the left, and no zoning. So what the heck is that? That is this little symbol down in the corner here, toggle zoning. So if you are placing a road, by default, it will be Let's go for a straight road. By default, it will be all the zoning as normal. We click it once. We get all the zoning as normal. If I actually click it, there we go. We get zoning just on the left, and we can see it's been drawn in to show you where the zoning is going to go. If we click that again, it switches over to the other side. Again, the graphic is showing us it's going to be on that side, which is great. And if we click it again, we then have no zoning at all, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, you can upgrade between these. I'll just turn that off, set that. So we've got zoning. We can say, no, we don't want any zoning there. Or we could say we want zoning just on one side or just on the other side. To me, that just seems flipped around the other way. Maybe that'll be changed before release, or that might be just the way it is. But yeah, that is an absolute... an amazing addition to the game. Another mod that's been integrated into the game. So no more having to use fences like that to block off zoning. I think that is an excellent addition. And a couple of other little changes. The Africa in miniature now gets its own little style in the drop-down menu here, which will be really handy when you're building in your cities. And also tram and trolley bus roads can now intersect with no problem at all. And now in all of the content creator tabs, we get this filtering option here where you can filter for items just in one other content creator pack. And if we go along here, we'll see they've been added everywhere, which is absolutely fantastic for those tabs that had a lot of stuff in there. And with the trolley buses, there's also been a couple of other changes to make them a more viable means of transport in your city. So noise pollution has been reduced, the cost per vehicle has been reduced, and cost per vehicle, remember that was a change I think in the last update to the game, and the cost and upkeep of roads with trolley bus wires has been reduced slightly as well. Let's just have a look at the noise on these as they're going around. We click this one up here. Oh yeah, look at that. There's hardly any noise down here at all where they're traveling, which is, yeah, brilliant. So just before we look at all those buildings in detail, I wanted to show you this graphic, which you will see when you first start up your game, that shows you the 5 different levels for the hotel unlocking, which will be done with this panel here and some excellent gameplay additions. I have to say, from a gameplay point of view, I think for me, Hotels and Retreats is the best mini DLC adding gameplay into the game. I'm loving it. So yeah, let's take a look at these 15 new hotels. Oh, before I forget, you've seen the new Gerber hats. We've got 5 new maps as well. So that's Coastland Flatland, Emerald Cliffs, Maze Valley, Shifting Sands, and Weaving Waters. Right, let's get back to that hotel stuff. So as you saw, there were different levels of hotel, and at level 1 we have this no, I'm only joking, you're not going to stay there, are you? Here we go, the proper hotels. I'm only joking. So level 1 has these 3 hotels here, and you work your way up through the levels unlocking new hotels, and there's a few different criteria to do that. I'm going to go a bit deeper into all of this in my next New Zealand video, so be sure to watch out for that. But each of the hotels has certain needs that need to be fulfilled. So let's just show you on this one here. We have the nature need out of 10. It has 0 at the moment. If we just grab, in here, if we just grab a load of trees, place them all around here. Hopefully that's enough. And then when we look in there we go, 10 out of 10. Probably didn't quite need that many trees. And each of these 4 needs needs to be filled to get these bars up to 100. So we have the sightseeing location, good to be close to parks, unique buildings, public transportation also helps. Crime and pollution will have a negative effect on that. The second one is shopping, so near commercial zone buildings. Again, public transportation good, crime and pollution bad. And then we have the business location, so near offices. Good public transportation, bad crime and pollution. So what you can do, you can sort of manipulate where you put your hotels by using this on-screen graphic. So if we go up to the top left to our info views, all the way down the bottom here to our hotel locations, and we can see each of these 4 needs along the top here and how they are well covered in the city. So our sightseeing is well covered over here because there's lots of parks that come with the hotel and retreats DLC. Shopping, probably not covered so much. We don't have so much of that around here, so no commercial zone buildings. Business, we don't have any offices, but you can see how that would light up. Nature, lots of nature, and also you can add more nature although that one isn't showing up too much. This one, lots more trees, waterfront is good, all that sort of thing. So you can choose, you can pick the place that best suits your hotel by going through these menus, or you can place them down and then build around them what you wish. So as we mentioned, we've got these 3 different level 1 hotels. We then have these level 2 hotels, I think up to here. Level 3 start getting a lot larger. We have the City Hotel, the Mountain Lodge, but then we also have down at the front here, I think it's this one, is the Boat Hotel. So obviously at the water edge, it's loving it. 45 out of 45. This one here is fantastic, and I believe these boats are available as sub-buildings, which I know a lot of people are going to be happy to use those if you've got mods. For level 4, we have this ocean resort here, which I think is absolutely lovely. Wouldn't you love to be on there, enjoying the view out to the other islands? And then we also have for level 4, I think it's this one here, the spa resort. Again, looking amazing. And this, oh, that's level 5. I've jumped ahead. And this conference hotel over here as well. Very spiffing with all the flags out the front. Very nice. And then level 5, we have these 3 behemoths. This lovely castle, this massive hotel, and this very futuristic, looks like it's out of Blade Runner or something like that, luxury design hotel. Very nice. Then once you've made yourself up to level 5, you now have these options here to run a fundraising dinner, a fashion show, or a travel fair. Each of them has a cost but a tourism bonus, and I think they're slightly different, yeah, for each one. And then the castle, that's over here. Jousting tournament, no, charity ball, award ceremony, and a masquerade. Excellent. And these have different bonuses. Let's have a look at that one there. 10% bonus, different cost. 30% bonus, much bigger cost. So you can adjust the price. You want to try and entice as many guests as possible. Make money. Now, making money is the thing that helps you to level up. Because if we go into here, I've got all the hotels unlocked. But normally it would have a little box down here telling you how much money you've made and a target to hit for each of these 5 stars, or each of the 4 stars. Then you hit the 5th star. There's a lot of balancing to be done. This table here, you're going to find using that a lot. So organising it via profit guess or popularity, and going through your city and tweaking where your hotels are to get the best out of them. And then you can name your hotel. So we're going to have the, Boif? Yes, it's French. The Boif Hotel. You can change your logo. There we go. And you can change your colour as well. And it affects, oh my goodness me, it affects the hotels. I didn't actually realise that these were all affected by colour. We can see them all flashing. Let's have a very gaudy, lovely purple. Look at that. And have your hotel chain throughout your city. And the reason this was such a fantastic place for a hotel is because of all these lovely new tourism buildings. There have been so many little parks and things that have been added to the game, and each of these has, I think most of them have all different variations, so you can plop these where you see fit. There we go, little soccer field, some little slides. One of these has got a fantastic little market. Oh, there we go, look at that. Imagine these at the back of someone's house. Nice little gazebo. They look lovely. Yes, not all of them have variations, but here's the hedges that I mentioned before, popping up there. This one is lovely. The old bridge park, looking very swish, and the pond park. Very nice, very nice. And all the way over here, this is the one. So we've got this one with some little outbuildings here. We can change that for sort of one building. Or we can change it for this. It's almost like a little park. A little park. It is a park, obviously. But like a little fete or something like that you might have outside a school or in a park. Very nice. We've got this building here with lots of places to sit and eat outside. A sidewalk restaurant with 3 different versions on that one as well. That was the one we had before. And this one. Looking like it's very nice. And then finally this one here, the Sidewalk Cafe, again with 3 different variations. So absolutely brilliant. There we go. So that was the hotels and retreats. Why don't we take a look at Brooklyn and Queens is next on the list. So, as we said, first of all, Brooklyn and Queens, which is from the content creator Prosper. This is a set of medium-rise, high-density residential buildings, and you also get 20 props, along with the 62 new high-density residential buildings in the pack. And they just look beautiful. The brickwork on them, the detail on them, I really love these. And as soon as high density is unlocked, I think a lot of people are going to be using these buildings in their cities. The 20 props, you've got some rental signs, air conditioners, window air conditioners, exhaust fans, stairways, and a few more as well. So let me know below what you think of this content creator pack of Brooklyn and Queens. Next, we have the Industrial Evolution content creator pack from Samantha Avanya Woods. Always loving Samantha's work on the workshop, and these industrial buildings are no different at all. As well as this pack and also the Brooklyn and Queens pack, they both have a new building style, so you can select that in your district that you set up in your city and just have these two types of buildings appear in, which is great. But there's 70 new, that's 70 new industrial buildings, and you can see how they work their way through history, looking like older buildings, brick buildings with the chimneys, and working their way all the way through, evolving as it were through time until we get to the very more modern looking industrial buildings at the end. Again, absolutely stunningly beautiful. Can't wait to use these in my new vanilla city build very soon. Let me know what you think about this pack in the comments below. And next we have Railroads of Japan by Kaminogi. This includes 4 new train stations, 6 new metro stations, a new bus depot, including some new vehicles, 2 new trains, a new metro and a new bus, which we'll take a look at in a moment, a new police building, as well as unique buildings, 1 or 2, not quite sure how many of those, I think it's 1, 5 new parks and 7 new props as well. If you just have a closer look at some of these buildings, I like these ones here because they could just act as a shopping centre all on their own. They look absolutely fantastic, but then they've got a built-in metro underneath as well. This is a teeny tiny one here, which looks great. And then we've got the other buildings here. This is that one with the huge steps that we saw in the trailer going all the way up. And yeah, these buildings are fantastic. These are all the train stations. You would have seen those already in the cinematic. Then we've got a little bus depot at the end here. Little teeny tiny bus depot, and then we've got some additional parking assets as well, which everybody loves these now that they're in the game, which is fantastic. Lots of little props which you've seen, and our unique building, large building over here, and parks, and yeah, this lovely little building here as well, a nice mall. Fantastic. So let's check out the new vehicles. There's the new bus just heading out there. We've got the new metro hiding away inside. Let's get you to poke your head out. Come on, let's have a look. There we go. That is looking fantastic. We've got 2 new trains. So there's an express and a commuter train, as well as that one over there was called the commuter metro. I think this is the express. Look at that. Very nice. And there's the commuter one, the more boxy looking one. And then, as we said, we've got these new buses which have already headed off down. Here they come. All in a row. No, normal bus. There we go. Railroads of Japan bus. Fantastic. So let me know in the comments below which is your favourite addition to the game, which is your favourite DLC or content creator pack ever. Now this is the last one. I'd be very interested to hear, and subscribe because you do not want to miss out on my very final city build in City Skylines 1. It's going to be vanilla. We're going to use everything, so be here for that. Thank you for your support. I will see you all for the next video. Take care. Have a great day. Bye bye.